Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well on Labor Day, a nice Monday morning. Yeah, I thought I'd come on here earlier to talk about some of the stuff that's going on today in sports. Mainly what's been going on with the WNBA lately. And I'm just going to be honest and be frank about it. Earlier in the year, I was posting that Caitlin Clark was stat padding her rebounds. And I mean it. And I stand by that. If you can prove me wrong, show me. But I'm sure you can't prove me wrong. At one point, she was throwing whoever she was guarding on the perimeter, they would throw the ball into the low post or the mid post area. Caitlin would turn her back completely from the person she was guarding. Now, why they weren't cutting to the basket or spotting up for a better shot, better positioning over on the wing, I don't understand. But that's another story that the other team should have figured out. But it's not my fault that they didn't. But while she was padding her stats, competing with Angel for the Rookie of the Year and trying to get her triple doubles, the team was struggling. They were 8-14. If you look at it now, she's been playing the right way, a lot more engaged defensively, and in turn, you've seen the rest of the team become more engaged defensively. When Caitlin was padding her stats, they were 8-14. And if you look at it now, she's playing the right way. She's more engaged defensively, and it's filtered down to the rest of the team. And now they're 9-2 in their last 11 games, 7-1 since the All-Star break. And that's not a coincidence. You play for the team, you get good results. You play for yourself, you get mediocre to bad results. And now you look at the Chicago Sky. They've lost 6 games in a row. You look at them the other night when they played the Fever. They were down 25 points with less than 4 minutes left. Teresa Weatherspoon, for whatever reason, decides to leave Angel in the game so she can pad her stats. And I don't like to see that kind of basketball because it sets a bad precedent for the young people. It's not what the game is about. It taints the game. And Teresa, I'm kind of disappointed in her because she's played this game at a very high level. And to focus more on one player's individual statistics at the expense of the team, I think is wrong. I don't think it's wrong. I know it's wrong. So you look at it now, they're going backwards. They're on a backwards spiral. They've lost 6 games in a row, but Angel is getting her double doubles. And that seems to me not the right way to play the game. She's more focused on trying to break the records of Sylvia Fowles and Tina Charles with double doubles and offensive rebounds and that kind of stuff. But it's at the expense of her team. And it filters down to the rest of the team because you can't fool the rest of your team when you're only playing for yourself. When you're looking up at the scoreboard, Angel had 5 points and 7 rebounds with less than 4 minutes to play. Now, why she's still in the game, I'll never understand, but I do understand. It's about her stats. And I'm going to say this about Neil, name, image, and likeness. I love that they have Neil now because it gives these young people an opportunity for some financial gain. What I don't love about Neil is there are players out there that are being allowed to play for their stats so that they can grow their brand. Growing your brand is okay as long as you're being true to your team. So hear me clearly. I love Neil, the positive things that it brings. It gives a lot of young people an opportunity for financial gain. But I don't love it on the other end of the spectrum when it's just individual players trying to grow their brand. And they're being allowed to do that by coaches that should know better. You cannot fool the players on your team when you're playing for your stats. Are they significant stats? Stats that are impacting winning? That's the only thing this game is about. Chicago's going backwards. And I'm hoping they can get it fixed as we go down the stretch, the last 7 games of the season, 7, 8 games. But if you look at the Indiana Fever right now, I have them in the top 2 teams in the league right now. And I mean that sincerely because if you look at the way they're playing, there's been no hotter team in the last 11 games. The New York Liberty have struggled a little bit. We know the Las Vegas Aces have been struggling. Asia Wilson is putting up magnificent numbers, but are they numbers that are contributing to winning? She had 42 points, but they lost the game. She had 41 points and 17 rebounds. They won the game. That's not a coincidence. You play for the team. And when you do that, you get good results. And I'm talking to you young people out there, mainly to you, because I'm sorry that they're teaching today that you play for yourself. That is not the way the game goes. If this was tennis, an individual sport, I can understand you padding your stats. But when you're playing for a team, for an organization, you do what's best for the team. And that means it's not about you. There's no player that will ever be bigger than this game. I grew up on this game. I'm 61 years old. I've been around this game all my life. I study this game. And I'm not fooled easily when players are playing for themselves. So I had to get this message out today. It's very important for young people to hear the message. No one is bigger than the game. No player is bigger than the game. Not today, not tomorrow. They won't ever be. It's a team game, and you do what it takes to make your team better. Let your stats come from just playing the game the way the game was meant to be played. I don't want to see this game be tainted. It's been tainted right now, and that breaks my heart. But we got to get back to doing what's right, and that's playing your heart out, being true to your team, and doing what's best to give you the best opportunity to succeed in the future. Yeah, I had to get this out this morning. It's not to offend anyone, but I get offended when I'm watching this stuff that's going on today. Stat padding over winning. I'll never accept that. That's not the way the game was meant to be played. Everyone stay safe out there. I hope you have a fantastic Labor Day. I'll talk to you again soon.